What's up, everybody? A Spare What I Gun here from Sleepless with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off with the Druid II, which I believe was designed, after reading the description, to be kind of a survival mother base kind of situation, like mobile but functional. Has some really cool designs on the exterior as well. We've talked about that kind of stuff before, that it's not like it adds any function, but it just looks cool. Like some of this the gold type blocks that do some kind of architectural and dividing type designs, which is really neat looking. I read in the description it's supposedly revolved around, I believe, something in StarCraft, but I'm not much of a StarCraft player, so I can't vouch for the design of that stuffs. You'll also notice, for survival purposes, we have solar farms and, or I always call them solar farms, oxygen farms and solar panels. I always get that backwards for some reason. Though it does not appear they're fully extended, so I don't know if they'd actually work in that state or if you would have to extend them. I do not know. We can test that theory, I suppose. Okay, now for I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna do the. I think the door is up here because they were nice enough. It is. They were nice enough that in the screenshots, it actually has a very convenient little label. It was almost like they built it with me in mind. Yeah, it was a very convenient little label that just, or screenshot with a little arrow that's like the door's here, and I was like, oh, thank you. You are awesome. Enter sequence. I probably shouldn't have shut that door. That's probably going to screw up the enter sequence. I always do that. Okay, we've got a blinking light. Oh! Wait, yep, totally screwed that up. Whoops. Okay, is this... exit, enter. Let's try enter. Okay, we got that. Blinky light. Air vent. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Ooh! Hello! This is really cool looking. Okay, so we've got all of our scripty type stuff that's kind of honestly become somewhat of a staple anymore. Used to be, you'd get excited when you saw like M-Master's code running. It was like, oh cool, somebody's using the adjustable LCD panel. Nope, not so much anymore. It's like, oh yep, M-Master's, that awesome guy. I think he's a guy. I don't know. My bad. What does this one up here do? Exit sequence. Makes sense. Okay, so that's the enter-exit from the airlock. That looks like the rest of the ship. So this is... I like this, by the way. This kind of angular bridge platform kind of reminds me of like something off of Star Wars, the Empire and all. Tell you what, I'm going to go a little out of order this episode since the bridge is right here, and we're going to work with moving around first. Dampening thrusters. Okay, so I did read this in the description, so no one can say I didn't read it. There does seem to be a slight issue with the new hydrogen thrusters, where if you get kind of far away, they turn into a little pink block. I don't really know what that is, but I'm guessing it's some form of graphical glitch. But I don't know. So anyways, if you see pink blocks, I'm pretty sure that's just the hydrogen thrusters. So, if we turn those off, yeah, that would be like the normal state, but the description says you leave them on to increase the slowdown speed. The deceleration is the word I was looking for. So when you're accelerating, it actually accelerates pretty decently for being a larger ship, but then when you let off, it apparently takes a while to slow down, but the hydrogen thrusters help slow it down was the idea. But if you're not worried about decelerating very quickly, like you're just off into space, you could turn those off to conserve fuel and whatnots. I also remember something in the description saying it roughly had, I'm going to approximate, about 60 gyroscopes, which isn't a lot for a ship this size, but it did mention in the description about not really being worried about it turning ultra fast or anything like that. So keep that in mind if you were going to use it. It is kind of like a mobile command center type thing. It's not really designed to be a uber fast fighter jet type situation, so bear that in mind. Woo! I'm sliding. I'm sliding. Okay, so let's check out the rest of the ship. I know, that was a little backwards than how I normally do things. I don't quite know. I'm not running the DirectX 11 version of the game, because I've had very weird lighting issues with that, but yet the lights and everything seem to be very glowy, which is usually a side effect of the DirectX 11 rendering in my experience anyway. Like this, it's very bright and glowy. That could be color, I suppose. It might be a certain gold color that just happens to do that. I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little bit of background noise, so I backed it up a little bit. So when we come down here from the bridge, there's a entryway over here. Let's go down this way first, actually, because this doesn't look like it actually goes anywhere. So here's all your gyroscopes. This is kind of neat, of encasing them in glass, where it's like you can see them if you were RPing and wanted to say you could adjust it. This is kind of cool, stuff like this. I like that, actually. That's a neat design idea. More gyroscopes, timer blocks. They probably run some of the sequences, like the enter and exit sequences. We got our reactors. It's a pretty cool layout, actually. Especially for being a non-modded. I forgot to mention that. This is a blueprint, which does not have mods in it. Minus, I don't know how the script things are ever counted, but I don't think the scripts count as mods. So, and then when we come back up over here, we've got more room over here with some gyroscopes. This you could probably, if you were running this build on your own survival, you could make that into some kind of other room, add a few mods here and there to do an interior type thing, would be kind of neat. Cryo chambers. Yeah, everything's very glowy. It's like the bloom lighting is really high, but that's kind of strange, because usually that doesn't happen on the DX9 version, but whatever. That's the med bay. Ooh, this looks intriguing. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's a shuttle bay, is it? So we got exit sequence, hangar door timer start. Hangar door timer start, exit sequence. Alright, before we start pushing buttons, which you all know how much I love pushing buttons. Enter, exit. Well, that's self-explanatory. So that's going to be an airlock. And the same probably over here. Yep. Alright, so let's try that. Wait. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm wanting to leave. So let's back this up a little bit. So we have one door that closes. This is kind of cool too, just using a single airlock door. Where's that vent? So the vent's depressurizing. The little warning sign goes away, and we are good to go. Awesome. There's also no oxygen out here. I didn't actually check to see if I had my helmet on or not. I guess I do. Okay. What else we got? Timer. Let's start that up. It'll probably be over here. Yep. Hangar doors opening. This doesn't really go anywhere. It's just decorative, I guess. Boom! What is that for? I wonder what that sound effect was for. Maybe that's the door closing sound. So if you had a shuttle or even a actually fairly decently sized small ship, but probably, nah, that's probably more of a shuttle door. The hangar looks like it can hold a bigger ship, but the door isn't really that large. So it would have to be like a small little shuttle type thing. But still, pretty cool overall. I'm going to see if I can get out here real quick. Give you one last look-see at the actual exterior. So yeah, really cool design, especially with working only in vanilla. Oh! I never found out about these solar panels. Or oxygen farms. I always say that. I believe it was said that this build didn't have any pistons on it, so I guess those might work as is. I cannot vouch for that, though, so take that with a grain of salt. Though it doesn't even look like they're on, actually, at the moment. So I don't really know, to be honest. But I'm going to move on to the next one for that, leaving on that note. Okay, next up we have the Planetary launch facility. Now this one is really cool looking, but primarily a proof of concept, I think. Why am I... Whoa. What is happening? Nope, still on the ground. Okay, not sure what that's about. Again, this is more about proof of concept. So this is the operations manual. The button panel on the right is the main control panel. From left to right, its controls are... Let's see if we can just read... Nope. From here, since we can see the whole thing. So from left to right, raise launch platform, sound alarms, halt alarms, lower launch platform. The button panel on your left is the launch control. From left to right is controls are... Commence launch sequence, 10 seconds countdown to launch, launch clamps, auto lock toggle, silence emergency abort alarms, abort. Warranty void if used in over 1 Earth gravity. Gotcha. So, no adrenaline junkies who want to use more than 2, or more than 1 gravity. 1G. Can I get out of here? So, it's... Whoa, I don't know what is going on with the clipping in this world. It's possible that my view distance or something is set up to be... That's why I'm getting the pink blocks. I'm not really sure about that. Because some blocks seem fine, and then like the conveyor blocks and other things are not. Now, in the actual workshop file, there is a ship on here, but it is not actually part of the world file. So, what I may do is grab just one of the stock... Oh, hold on. I don't know if I can use these. These might not be large enough. I was going to load in one of them, but what I may do is just show off some of the controls. So let's see if we can't find the control panels being referenced. Antenna, gravity gen platform. Oh, that's providing gravity for the mod world. These are the hover buttons. I wonder, they might have been in here. I may have just completely missed them. I didn't see any control panels, though. So, instead of find the door, this one's going to be find the control panel, I guess. I really don't understand the clippery going on there. That's kind of weird. Alright, we got batteries. It looks really cool. Like, I kind of hope it works. Because this is kind of crazy. We got, look at all this contraptionry. We've got pistons, connectors, rotors, landing gears, blast doors. It's just ridiculous. I'm assuming this is locking it down to where it can't be raised. But where are the control panels? These, I think, are laser antennas, not control panels. I wonder if I'm just supposed to use that cockpit back there. There's a door. I honestly don't know. Give me just a second, and I will see if I can find these control panels. Aha! I found them, and it was not my fault. They are buried. So whatever clipping issues are going on that's keeping the ground up so high, or raising the ground up, it's also burying stuff that when you're in first person you can actually see this crap. So, commence launch sequence, toggle launch clamping, auto lock, all clear, abort launch sequence, raise launch platform, sound the alarms, halt alarms, lower the platform. So there's one thing here, lock clamps, or launch clamps, auto lock toggle. That's what I was kind of looking for. Ah, here we go. So I'm not seeing that actually change those landing gears, so I'm guessing those are the actual clamps for the platform pad thing. Like, when you have a ship attached to this. Or I could have just used these. Platform clamps, launch clamps. Timer block, activate, deactivate alarms, raise platform, lower platform. Okay, so we want this one, and we want the platform clamps, I think. Let's try this. 1. No. 2. There we go. Okay, so that lets them go. Then you could use the 7 to raise the platform. Now, just for kicks, I can't vouch for it actually working. I'm going to try and load in a blueprint real quick and see if we can use this. Okay, so I tried a couple of different things, hence the missing landing gears over here. Because of the gravity, loading in blueprints that are larger didn't quite seem to work out very well. They tended to crash onto the landing gears, break things, and explode. Kind of like that over there. Everything just seems to crash because it's not... Some of the ones I was grabbing weren't formatted for planets. So I just grabbed this starter little ship. I don't know how that's going to affect the launching sequency thingamabobber, but we're going to find out. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, let me grab this. So from here, we want to use... Aha! These. So we have the landing gear of the platform locked onto the ship. So now we use this to... That's the raised launch platform sequence. Oh, there it goes. I was like, I didn't think I turned alarms on. Alright. I have to be honest, though, I don't entirely see how this actually is gonna do any, like, propulsion-wise type thing. But it might. I don't know. It might just be a platform. Even still, it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of awesome. Okay. So... let's see. From this point... I don't quite know how to unlock the landing gears. Because if that's holding it in place, it's just going to keep it in place, and then it can't go anywhere, really. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. I also don't know how high this goes. It's like a roller coaster ride. It goes very high. Okay. Tell you what I'm gonna do is I am going to fly up there, grab the fighter, and lock its landing gears in so I can turn off the platforms. Let's see how that goes for me. Okay, so now it's locked in. I can turn its power off for a moment, because it's not going anywhere. I hope. Now, I should be able to toggle the... oh my gosh, turn off the alarms. Okay, let's toggle the auto lock, see what that does. Okay, so now they're set to auto lock, so I think maybe, possibly, if I take off now, it might let go of the ship, because I know the auto lock is if you do more, if you put more force on it, it'll break loose eventually. Jeez, that's scary looking. Okay. Engines on. Disengaging. Can I go anywhere? I don't think I can go anywhere. No. Okay. So let's lock that back in. let's turn off the landing gears on the platform entirely and then see if we can get away. It may be gravity. That little fighter might not be strong enough. Okay, turn the auto-locking off. And turn landing gear off. There we go. Okay. Now let's see how that works for us. And after that, I don't really know what else to do because that's kind of the whole principle of the thing. It, you know. Okay. So from here, we're going to turn off the landing gears and fly. Why can't I? There we go. Up. Oh, gravity. So you can kind of fly. There we go. We're flying. We are kind of dropping, though. So that'll be a whole new situation to deal with, I think, in Space Engineers once we actually get full gravity planets and stuff. But anyways, that's the landing platform, which is pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to die now. I'm looking forward to seeing it used in like actual builds on real planets and stuff once we actually get stuff like that going. To be fair, the description did say it was best if you built the ship on the platform, not just pasted it in from a blueprint. I was just trying that for speed purposes, so as I blow everything up. I had to wreck something. It's part of my quota. Alright, so on to the last one. Alright, so the last one is the Revelation class exploration vessel, which honestly looks really cool, and I would like to see it in some form of like let's play kind of situation. Still got these weird ghosting blocks. It's kind of odd. I did up my view distance to like 15 kilometers or something, and it's still doing that, so I don't think it's the view distance, but I can't quite figure out why things are just popping in and out like that. It's kind of weird. Might be a conveyor block and hydrogen thruster glitch. I'm not sure, because these do look like it always does seem to be those two kinds of blocks. But anyways, I actually loaded this in on the last one because it already had the world of like a mock-up for a gravitized planet, if that's a word. But when I loaded it in, it seemed to break, but because the planet world that was set up in, it would like dip into the ground and then stuff would break because it... Anyways, so I didn't want to risk loading it in on a planet-based world, so I just went ahead and made a clean one and just loaded it in because it is a blueprint. It is modless, and you will be happy to note that just in our conversation just now, I found 2 doors. There's one there, and there's one right there. So no need for a door counter. But oh yes, that will be staying there if I have problems finding doors from now on. Okay, top front air vent. Depressurize off, depressurize on. So we turn that on and then what? Open the door? Okay, that would empty the air, I guess. Door closes. How did it close automatically? I wonder if there's a sensor set up. Okay, so now... Nope, that's not the door control. This is the door control. Whoop! Those are really cool, but I don't know exactly how they're closing on their own. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Let's see. You look like an airlock, so I'm not going to go any further with that. This is the interior hangar. Or interior of the hangar, rather. Let's see, depressurize, pressurize, right hangar gate, main hangar interior lights. Okay, so those little nice cyber white lights, turn it on and off. The description was relatively light on this one, so I'm kind of just eyeballing it and figuring out what stuff is. There wasn't a whole lot to go on. Got air vent, cryo chamber, air vent, what am I talking about? It said air vent on the sign, so that's what I was going with, but that's a display, which is what it should have been. Top deck pressure, master door control, okay. So, we go down here. I actually really like these new door blocks, by the way. And like I said in my last episode, I'm glad to see a lot more of them showing up. I'm really excited about that. Alright, so we got cryo chamber, oxygen, and damage readout here with a med bay. All seems pretty applicable. Jump drive. And no, not a thumb drive. Now this is interesting. These have green. Oh! I want to try something just to see if I can break something. Ho-ho! They're smart doors! How awesome is that? It's like they wouldn't open while the other one was open. That's cool. I don't know how that works or if that's part of a script that this is running or what, but that's cool either way. Left hangar gate, right hangar gate, hangar spotlight. So let's depressurize. Oh, the controls turned off. Why is that? Left hangar gate open, pressurize. Main hangar interior lights. Okay, yeah, we got it. No pressure. Get it? No okay. There shouldn't be any pressure. But in creative, sometimes it doesn't empty the room out properly. So let's close our hangar door. Wait. Is there a close button we have to push? It says open. I don't see a close. Maybe there's one out. Nope, these are turned off. Okay. Refinery count. Okay, so that's an ore readout. Oh, here we go. Totally missed this panel. Landing ramp rotor. Ooh. Main interior lights. Landing ramp open close. Bottom hangar airlock. Wait. Oh, there's a bottom section down here. Oh, I see. I was just looking for the right hangar close button, but you know, this works too. Bottom hangar unlock. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I broke stuff. Sorry, my bad. I'm always breaking things. Bottom hangar airlock. That's probably a good thing to open before you try and open the ramp. I don't know what you all are freaking out about. I totally knew that. I mean, I just... Okay. So that's pretty cool if you had a larger ship, or if you were landing on the ground and had, like, a jeep or some other smaller landing craft that you wanted to offload. That would be cool. That's a really neat idea, actually. Okay. And then we'll close the hangar airlock. And let's go ahead and lock the ramp. I don't know what that does, but we'll just lock it. So how do I close this door, then? That's not very clear. This is all ramp controls. Interior, open, close, bottom hang... Yeah, that's all ramp controls. Let's try this again. Maybe there's a... Weird. Alright, whatever. I'm not worried about it. Okay, this is also pretty neat too. I've seen this in a few setups where you have a connector welder system to where once it connects it'll actually repair the ship, which is pretty neat. I'm not an expert on some of the newer blocks, but I believe these are... they're either hydrogen or large... I think they're hydrogen tanks, actually. Because I haven't really seen a whole lot of those, and those look different. I'm just trying to find a hangar close button. I really can't find one. Alright, whatever. It's so cool that they won't open. Alright, there's probably one up here where we were at the main control panel. What is this? Where's this go? Oh! Whoa! Oh, this is cool. Got kind of a walkway going on, like a glass catwalk. Sweetness. Oh, okay, and here's all of our refinery doodads and whatnots. This cargo, oxygen tanks, all the bells and whistles in the interior work. This is a steep stairway, just saying, Mr. Engineer, builder, person. I mean, jetpacks are cool for ramps like that. In the game it works fine. I mean, I'm not knocking on the design in that regard. It's just, it looks kind of like, whoa, in real life that would be really, really hard to walk up and down. Alright, so we can close it from up here. So I guess that works. It's weird that there's no, or at least not the one that I found, no door control to close it from down there. Oh, we checked that already. Okay, so back... Wow, now I'm lost. Where was I? Ah, here's the door. Back down here, there was also another passageway that I'm assuming goes more towards the controls and stuff. What do we got here? Gravity generator, air vents, programmable blocks, remote control, so some utility type stuffs. Cryo chambers. Always good to have. Ah! And here's another entrance, but this is the entrance I was looking at. That leads to the main bridge, which is a very cool bridge, I might add. Not entirely understanding why there's a screen up on the ceiling at the moment. Depressurize, pressurize, ramp lock, ramp lock. Alrighty. Ramp. Bottom hanger, bottom hanger. Cool beans. This is not the main cockpit, so what cockpit is this for? Ah, weapons control, my favorite. Okay, so then what is this? Lower landing gear, hydro propulsion, jump drive alpha, decrease increase, master turret arm, forward floodlights, flight seat, navigation, shipmaster, main cockpit on off. Interesting. Depressurize, so here's a lot of your rotary and door and pressure controls, hangar camera, and that looks like it. Sweet! So let's test how it moves for one last go. Actually, it moves surprisingly well for as big of a ship as it is. I was expecting it to be a little bit more sluggish than it is. So anyways, that I think is going to do it for this episode. In the meantime, we're going to wrap things up for now. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!